Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Writing task 1. We will talk now about the writing IELTS academic task 1. It's an infographic. What's the meaning of infographic? Information graph. Information graph. So there will be a graph, as we can see, that we will convert into words. It's only a report. It's a report, not an essay. So they will need at least 150 words. Our target is 170 or 190 because if we target 150, we might not reach the words and lose our target. So better to concentrate on 170 to 190. So the infographic is only a graph or a chart or a table, diagram, bar chart, pie chart, and we will convert it into words. It is the first we will talk about the introduction. The introduction is only 1 to 2 sentences. It means what am I looking at? What am I looking at? Actually, it is rephrase the task. We only take what they have said and we just manipulate in the words. So if they ask like here, the graph below shows blah blah blah, we will change into the word the graph shows into illustrates, into demonstrates, and that's all. Only we will change the word. We will take the whatever they use in the task, and we will use another one. 3 only: shows, illustrates, demonstrates. So we will say this graph or table or diagram shows, illustrates, or demonstrates, and then we will continue whatever they said, blah 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 blah. So it's only facts, no meaning, no I, me, or we, no opinions, conclusions, analysis, inference, prediction, explanation, nothing. We only say the facts that we can see in the graph in the form of words. So there is introduction, body, but there is no conclusion because it's not an essay, it's a report. We need to make an introduction of only 1 to 2 sentences, not even 3 sentences, only 1 to 2 sentences. The body, 1 to 2 paragraph. Full stop, there is no conclusion. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. As we were talking about writing tasks, there are 2 tasks. Task 1, a graph that you will convert to words, and the task 2, which is the essay. Remember that you will be marked on vocabulary. Is it correct vocabulary? Are you using different vocabularies? And the grammar, and also if you did what they asked, like you meet the target or the task requirements. Example, if you are given 150 words, you should do that 150 words. And also for the coherence, as we said, we will write introduction, conclusion. These things is coherence, and also use the words like first of all, secondary, in conclusion. These refers to the coherence. So you will be marked on the vocabulary, on the grammar, on if you met the task requirements, and also on the coherence. This is generally in writing. The task 1, the graph, there is different graphs. There is the bar graph, the line graph, the pie graph or chart, and the flow charts, and a table. As we see, the first one is the bar graph, the second one is the line graph, the third is the pie graph, and sometimes they give you 2 of these: bar graph with a line graph, pie chart with a bar graph, 2 of them, and sometimes it's only 1. Also the flow charts, as we can see here, there is how something is organized: step 1, step 2, step 3, to show a process and organize information. and also the table. Now we will talk about the tables, or about two. Sorry, first we will talk about the two of them, which is the bar graph and the line graph. The bar graph and the line graph. Okay. This is easier. Now there is three different patterns in the bar graph and in the line graph. We will talk about now different words, just only how to use words, what words to use in these graphs. First, there's the three different patterns or movements or trends. Like we say here, like we see here, there is the X and Y axis. The X here example is sales and the Y is the years. First movement or first pattern or first trend is rising, upward trend. The second one is downward trend, and the third one is stable trend. When we talk about these trends, first we will talk about the increased trends or upward trend. Example, we can use a noun or verb. When we use verb, we use verbs like increased, went up, climbed, jumped, rose. Of course, it will be in the simple past. Increased, went up, climbed, jumped, rose. As we can see here, this is the upward trend. The upward trend is either we can use verb or noun. The verb increased, went up, climbed, jumped, rose. We can use it also as a noun, and increase and arise, like this. How we can use it? If we use a noun, we can use it like this. There was an increase or a rise in sales between 2000 and 2010. If we use it as a verb, we say sales rose between 2000 and 2010. This is how we use it in the first graph, which is the upward graph. The same also regarding the downward trend. We can use verbs like declined, decreased, went down, dropped. If there is sharp decrease, we can call it plummeted, and slumped. We can also use it as a noun, a decline, a decrease, a plump, a slump. We can use it like this. If we use as a noun, there was a decrease in sale, there was a decline in sales. If we can use it as we can use it also as a verb, like sales declined between 2000 and 2010. The other type is the stable one. The stable, we can say it, if we can say it as a verb, we can say it remains stable or remains steady. And also we can say as a plateau. So we can use it like this. There was a plateau in sales between 2000 and 2010, or sales remained steady between 2000 and 2010. Plateau or remained steady. These are the three types of the line graph, as we can see, either rising or upward trend, downward trend, and stable trend. We can use it as a verb or we can use it as a noun. Now don't use the same word again and again. Like it went up and then it went down and then it went up, this you will lose marks. Another thing that we can add is also adjectives. Adjectives we can add like significant increase, steady increased, dramatic increase, sudden increase. We can use or add adjective. Also we can add adverb like significantly, steadily, dramatically increased. As we can see here, we can put them. There is a significant decrease or sales declined significantly. We can add this to the either adverb or adjective to the sentence. It will add for our marks. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Writing task 1, structure. Now after we talked about the vocabulary and the trends, we want to talk about the structure of the task 1. When there is a graph and it's a line graph, we should talk about 3 things: introduction, overview, and the details. Introduction and body. The body consists of the overview and the details. So the introduction, we talked about it in details. Now we will talk about the body. First, we will start with the overview. The overview is the key information from the graph. So we will give only general idea without any dates, no numbers, no percentages, only the key information from the graph, the most important points. Remember not to use different sentences and not to repeat. Also to use coherences like while, these words of coherence. And when you don't repeat, I mean, like we say, it shows significantly, it showed significant rise, experienced an upward trend. These are the same but with different sentences. Rose significantly, showed significant rise, and experienced an upward trend. Also the other type declined, experienced a decrease, and experienced a downward trend. So remember the overview only we talk about the key information from the graph, no dates. Remember that there is no dates and no numbers. You put no dates, no numbers, no percentages, and only 2 to 4 key information. Of course you can choose whatever you like from, you put the key points. Maybe here we will say there is a key point, maybe here, maybe here. You choose where generally there is something that changes and you want to put a key point on it, and you talk about it in general with no details, no numbers. Okay, and this is only the overview, because later on in the details we will talk about the details with the numbers and so on. This is the overview. The second part in the body is the details. The details, you can group the idea either by, like here we have countries, there is countries here, and there is the percentage and the years. So we can put it in that way. Either we talk by every country. Here first I will talk about USA, and then I will talk about Sweden, and then I will give my details about the USA. Either this way, or there is another way that I can talk by similar trends, like we did in the review. We can talk about both USA and Sweden together because they have same or similar trends. And then I will talk about the the Japan, which has different trend. So we can talk either one by one, or like this here example, country by country, or I can talk about group them together with different and same trends. So this is how we talk about the details. We can group the data either by country one by one, as I showed you, and or by similar trends as we did in the review. This is how we write the task 1 structure, or what is the structure of the task 1. Introduction, we talked about it in details, and the body, which we are talking about now, the overview and the details. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now we will talk about the maps. What does the map show? The map shows either a city, a town, a village, an area of development, a building plan. A city, a town, a village, an area of development, and a building plan. This is the map. We will talk about a town in an example, which is the town. First, the points of the campus. The points of the campus are, as we can see, the north, the south, the east, and the west. North, south, east, and west. There is also the northeast and the northwest, the southeast and the southwest. So the points of the campus are north, south, northeast, northwest, and southeast and southwest. An example of that is we will need these words, of course, to describe the location of the things in the map. So we can describe the location as these examples. The hospital is located in the northeast corner of the map. The hospital is located in the northeast corner of the map. And also, the factory is situated in the south of the town. The factory is situated in the south of the town. We used is located, now we use is situated. Also an example, another example is we will start with the campus word. In the northwest, there is a small residential area. In the northwest, there is a small residential area. The hospital is located in the northeast corner of the map. The factory is situated in the south of the town, and in the northwest there is a small residential area. Remember to use a range of. We need to use a range of tenses. We need to like is located, is situated, like this, and also use a range of vocabulary. Is located, is situated, and can be seen, lies, like this. The other thing also is other useful language location. Here in the center of the map there is, or in the center of the town, there are two bridges crossing the river. So there are, in the center of the town, there is two bridges crossing the river. Also, on the bank of the river, you can see on the bank of the river, and also on the coast. A coast, of course, is related to sea or ocean, not a river. So we can say also on the bank of the river, or on the coast. Another thing also we can say in the railway line runs along the coast. The railway line runs along the coast. Or we can change it into running along the coast is the railway line. Running along the coast is the railway line. So here, 3 examples. In the center of the town, there are 2 bridges crossing the river. The other one is on the bank of the river, on the coast, and the railway line runs along the coast. or running along the coast is the railway line. Remember to use good vocabulary, good qualification, and good sentence structure, good and range of sentence structure. Points of reference, so that we can use a location of a place in relation to another place. Like here, the hospital is located north of the parking area. The hospital is located north of the parking area. We use the parking area to locate the hospital. So we say the hospital is located north of the parking area. Also, north of the residential blocks is the supermarket. North of the residential blocks is the supermarket. These are two ways of to use the points of a point of reference. Map keys and information. Map keys and informations. First we will look to the right side of the map. We can see the key. Here, residential, industrial, motorway, railway, countryside. And we will look also for another information in the map. First, the key. We should use residential. We will add residential area. Industrial, we will add industrial zone. Countryside, we will add in the countryside. So we will say residential area, industrial zone, in the countryside. And also, if it is written here by capital letter, we will change it into small letter unless it's in the first sentence. We will notice if there is any information, like here above the map, Pillington, population 120,000. So don't forget that to put this information. We will say Pillington has a population of 120,000. Pillington has a population of 120,000. Also, we will look for and see if there is any reference to another town near this town. Like here, Hanford, population 3,000, 15 kilometers. This is the information. We will list it. Now we will say Hanford, which has a population of 30,000, is located 15 kilometers from Pillington. Hanford, which has a location which has a population of 30,000, is located 15 kilometers from Pillington. Don't forget the commas, and also here we will give a notice about what's the meaning of traffic-free zone. Traffic-free zone is an area or in a town or city where transport is not permitted to enter, like it's a pedestrian area of the town or city. Pedestrian means that the people are allowed to walk, not to have cars or transportation. Some maps include information about motorways and railways. This is an example of a map that has information in the motorways and railways. You should refer, of course, to this information in your report. Railway, here we have a railway that extends from the southeast to the northwest of the town. And there are 3 roads running from the center. So as we can see, this is the first one, and these are 3 coming from the center, 3 motorways of the town. Now we will give 3 examples. The Granston is linked to Garlson by both the main road and the railway. Here they are both linked by the main road and the railway. Of course, we will say linked to. And also here there is the main road connects Hendon to Garlson. There is the main road. The main road connects the Hendon to Garlson. Another example is S1. S1 is located between the main road and the railway to Hendon. S1, as we can see, is located between main road and railway to Hendon. Is located. So here we used different words like linked to and connects, and also is located between the two main roads. Changes in maps. Sometimes they will give you two maps on of the same area but in two different time periods. You will talk about the changes that has occurred between the one period and the next. So you will talk about the changes that has occurred between one period and the next. Here an example of the housing area in the south of the town on the coast was replaced by residential blocks and a supermarket. So this is the example. The housing area in the south of the town on the coast was replaced by residential blocks and a supermarket. Here we locate the housing area in the first map, and then there is the past passive, and here is what replaced it. So first we will talk about the housing area, the location of the housing area in the first map, and then the past passive, and then replaced by what replaced it. So here we given the examiner the change that has occurred in the map. We need lots of language, like here an example. Was established, was built, was replaced by, was knocked down, was extended. Was established, was built, was replaced by, was knocked down, and was extended. In this type of maps, you will need to use a variety of language, as we said, and you will use also a variety of past passive. This is a summary of IELTS writing task 1, the map. First, the basic vocabulary. Second, the key. Third, roads and rails. And third, population. Fourth, model. First, basic vocabulary. It's the campus, the north, south, east, west, and northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. Example, B is located northeast of Dartford. Is located, is situated, lies, is. B is located northwest of Dartford. B is situated northeast of Dartford. B lies northeast of Dartford, and B is northeast of Dartford. The key, we need to see the key. We will change the capital letter to small letter if we need. Housing area, we can use another word as residential area. Town center is center of the town also. And railway, and there's railway, roads and main roads. Do not say city center instead of town center, or street instead of the road. Street is smaller inside the town, while roads are outside, bigger. Population, the population of Dartford is 6,000. Or we can say more complex sentence like B is located northeast of Dartford, which has a population of 6,000. Dartford has 60,000 inhabitants, or there are 60,000 people living in Dartford. The population of Dartford is 6,000. B is located northeast of Dartford, which has a population of 60,000. Dartford has 60,000 inhabitants, or there are 60,000 people living in Dartford. The example or the model of this picture or this map is as follows. A is located in the town center, which has a railway running through it. B is situated northeast of Dartford, just outside the housing area.